The Northwest Disarmament, Demobilization and Reintegration Center (GDR) in Bamenda, Friday, June 17, 2022, graduate the pioneer batch of pre-nursery and nursery kids, 10 in number, children belonging to ex-fighters who surrendered their arms and joined the Bamenda DDR Center. The pioneer graduating batch of kids, 10, 6 pre-nursery and 4 nursery, heading to primary school, mentored by an ex-combatant at the center, a grade 1 teacher, graduate of 2014-2015.
To have abandoned my profession for some time and then seeing myself again coming back into it and a milieu is not easy.
He pledged total commitment to continue with his teaching, mentor children at the center longing to ex-combatants after the presidential olive branch of peace and pardon.
It's also very interesting working with ex-combatants because I really find that most of us here who have happened to come up from the bush, we were kind of being brainwashed. As a result of that, there is really a lot of work that we expect the government to step into this place.
Northwest DDR coordinator Cum Henry Echu, speaking during the graduation ceremony of the kids, while thanked the benefactors who made it happen, said the creation of a pre-nursery and nursery school unit
to manage this center and manage these young people. But we think that these young children who find themselves by dint of fate to be in the DDR center also deserve the education and the care that all other children of this country have in other places.
While applaud the head of state for making it happen, the Northwest DDR coordinator Cum Henry Echu disclosed his greatest challenge now is to establish a primary school curricula for those who've graduated to primary school.
The nursery. We're going to move forward to the primary. We're going to work in close collaboration with the Inspector of Basic Education, Bamenda 2, to see that the primary school gets functional. But
he used the opportunity to solicit support from people of goodwill to aid the center with didactic and any form of contribution help realize the educational need of the kids. The pupils who thrilled their audience with welcome songs and rhymes backed home their report card and certificate with special prizes for those who distinguished themselves with excellence.
The Limbe City Mayor, Paul Ifomengala, has presented a positive balance sheet marking his first 100 days in office, as he believes that 100 days is not too much but enough time to make a balance sheet of his achievements. The press conference, which took place at the City Council, together with the press and mayor, opened with the singing of the national anthem. The mayor started off declaring that he is more committed to bring visible changes and tangible developments in the city of Limbe, as he says it with a slogan.
Our slogan and watchword for this money and beyond, which is building together. Building together means building peace, building love, building trust, building our communities, building our city.
He goes forth to say that he was elected amid a huge bankrupt office of over 2 billion francs debt. However, just in 100 days in office, he has been able to pay over 6 months of accrued salaries owed to staffs, completion of over 2.2 billion new market projects, and a step to fight against cholera.
When I took office in March 2022, sincerely things were difficult for the Limbe City Council. I made an account that was negative, as I usually call it double red. On top of this, the workers have gone for some 6 months without salaries. Even the casual workers have overdue payments.
There was a question and answer session which included the transformation of Down Beach, and bringing in sanitation by putting in public toilets all over the beach.
Down Beach project, it's a laudable initiative that we've come to put down a semi-permanent structure to erect permanent one. My concern is about the toilets. You announced that you put up 4 blocks of toilets.
Talk about the transformation of Down Beach. We know there is an umbrella project that has been in the pipeline for so many years, talking about the Left Bank Maritime project. I don't know if what we want to do is in line with that or it's part of that project.
The city mayor also took out time to present the roadmaps in the days ahead, which included to extend the light on streets, promote sports and physical activities, and also he asked for collaboration for all in order to achieve these goals.
The team of visitors from Netherlands, AFAS and Liliana Foundations, based partners of the Cameroon Baptist Convention Health Services, over the weekend June 18, 2022 in Bamenda, made an evaluation of the funds they give the Cameroon Baptist Convention Health Services in the rehabilitation of persons with disabilities.
Our strategic programs that we are supporting by the AFAS Foundation, and for that reason we find it very important to visit the countries and to see and to meet the people and to see with our own eyes what the difference is that is to be made by the project and the project activities.
With the project to train physiotherapists, which started in 2021 and will round up in 2025.
Support this more so that we can not only treat, we can not only rehabilitate, but that we can prevent different forms of disabilities in our community.
Via projections, an overview presentation of the Cameroon Baptist Convention Health Services in rehabilitation of persons with disabilities done by the project coordinator Jean Chirac, stock presentations from the various schools on different training programs. The director of the CBHS, Professor T. Pius Murphy, appreciative with the funds from partners, said they've been able to meet the needs of thousands of people with disabilities in their local communities and in the country. He appealed there is need to train more physiotherapists to have service providers in their facilities and at community level.
The area of physiotherapy, because in the whole of Cameroon we have only 350 physiotherapists, and so we need to train more so that we will have service providers in our facilities and at the community level to identify the needs for physiotherapy and actually provide the services.
Gilbert Jordan, director of AFAS Foundation and team, expressed satisfaction to the result rendered by the Cameroon Baptist Convention Health Services, willing to make a difference.
Brings it further and is really needed to make this a success. But yeah, I'm impressed by what I've seen. I've discussed it with my colleague Marco as well, and yeah, this is really what we want to see. We want to see a strong partner, good governance, but also people who are really willing to make the difference.
It should be noted, the Cameroon Baptist Convention Health Services have been in partnership with the Liliana /AFAS Foundations since 2014.
Talenko Franklin, 27-year-old student in the Political Science Department at the University of Chan, is a home teacher who confesses to have slept with the children he was hired to teach. The 7 children aged between 4 and 12-year-old were raped on several occasions by the pedophile. He was exposed when one parent discovered an 11-year-old was behaving abnormal. They went for checkup and doctors confirmed she had been raped. Other parents carried out checks on their children and all came out positive.
Le cas de Lily, je l'ai fait 2 fois. J'ai eu à la toucher 2 fois. Le cas de Sarah, 2 fois également.
I raped them at least 2 times each, and I always warned them not to tell anyone about it. I apologize to their families. Speaking to the specialist in spiritual science and sexuality, Sexual portions have an impact on the balance of personalities.
Is acting on children that are supposed to be his own children. So we cannot say that it's okay. Normally, such person, you see that we can say the person is had a sort of is disequilibrated. It can either be in possession, demonic possessions, or have a sort of psychiatric problems. So that this boy, they don't need also to go and put into in jail. They have to treat him. Yeah, he needs a clinical psychological treatment.
The rapist is presently under detention at the Nchang Gendarmerie Brigade in the West Region.
For over a month, transporters plying the Bafusambunda stretch of road are on strike, reason being the limitation of the road they are to use in their locality. Following this, a meeting took place between the regional delegates for transport for the West Region and the transporters concerned. The regional delegates disclosed that there exist two types of license and the transporters on strike are classified under the first license, which is that of urban transport, reason why they should pay tax to the various municipalities in their locality. However, this point was contested by the transporters on strike. Before we used to ply the roads of Buddha, Balising. This made work better. But now everyone is in town. The city is small. Bikes do not make work easier for us. We cannot even park for passengers to alight. Aware about the situation at hand, the president of the National Syndicate for Transporters in Cameroon had a talk with the transporters on strike.
Nous sommes venus effectivement pour essayer de leur dire ce que nous avons.
We came here to tell them what we have done at our level about their worries, and also that their worries have been tabled to government authorities concerned, and assure them that we are convinced that in the coming days, certain actions will be taken to ease their pain.
Mais également de leur donner des assurances quant à ce que nous sommes convaincus que dans les jours qui viennent, des actions seront prises pour essayer d'alléger leur souffrance.
It is worth retaining that the problem tabled by the transporters concerned came about due to the relocation of the Marche Bay to the Nchang roundabout area.
It was a town hall meeting aimed at collecting and consolidating data within the framework of producing a regional development plan, better known as the Development Bible for the Southwest region. On Wednesday, 22nd June 2022, the Regional Council delegation was led to Kumba, Meme Division by the Commissioner for Health and Social Development at the Regional Council, Honorable Etwe Williams, who disclosed that the production of the development plan clearly defines priority aspects related to the development of the Southwest region.
The regional development plan incorporates all the development needs, infrastructure and otherwise of the region, and it is going to act as a roadmap that will help us to take very important decisions in terms of where we are going to, in terms of what we want to see done in the Southwest as far as development is concerned.
The meeting was attended by traditional and municipal authorities, heads of services and other stakeholders in charge of development, reason why the Regional Council has decided to engage into this broad-based consultation.
It's a process that we are moving from each division to meet the grassroots population so that they can make their own input into this document that some people have been calling the Bible for development in every adventure that we are taking.
There are hopes that the production of the Regional Development Plan is going to be a soft spot targeting meaningful development which will improve on the living conditions of the Southwest population.
It respects the bottom-top approach. It's not only the people at the top there who think that they can sit and make projects for us. They have come right at the grassroots, and we who are directly with the community, we are participating to build a project that will benefit our respective community. And as such, as the president of the Meme Chiefs, I'm here to represent the Meme Chief, and we are trying to build in input that will go a long way to reflect the needs of our people.
The meeting was also attended by the first Assistant Senior Divisional Officer for Meme.
Over 800 million francs CFA has been paid to 7,995 farmers, supplying over 16,000 tons of certified cocoa beans during the 2021-2022 cocoa year. The week-long disbursement took place all over the national territory in localities like Obala, Akonolinga, Tiete, Bukito, Fako, Meme, Ngila, and Konjok, where AMS Limited has farmer development centers. The beneficiaries took part in the Rainforest Alliance certification training, implemented the required norms, were inspected by an independent third-party organization together with the Agro-Produce Management Services Limited, and deemed successful.
This year we are to give about 2,000 farmers of this FDC their sustainability differential. That is what we give them as incentive for what they have done, good practices that they have followed. What we taught them, they have followed, and they have received the sustainability differential as incentive to do more.
The premium process has started last week at Yaoundé. We are continuing the process of paying the farmer in Southwest region. Most of the farmers are satisfied. We have not yet received any complaint actually.
This is the 10th time Agro-Produce Management Services Limited is paying a successful certification cycle. The bonuses, otherwise known as premium, is an additional amount that cocoa farmers receive over the normal market price after a successful certification year.
ECOM decision for distribution of premium is not an internal decision, but it is a worldwide decision. The truth is, the world is struggling to move towards sustainability, and it is the chocolate consumers who came up with an idea of a motivational premium to farmers who will meet the standard of production. And so ECOM just hearkened to the voice of the need in the future. We are calling on the attention of the farmers to make sure that whatever good lesson they have learned from us towards sustainability, they should be steadfast, because the world is fast calling everybody towards sustainability.
It is a token from consumers through chocolate companies to appreciate farmers for respecting required norms and producing good cocoa quality.
For the moment, as for this year, it will help us a lot because we lack of chemicals, and this will help us in buying our chemicals.
Education will begin. I think begin and two they on the camp holiday. It will help me for say begin and they can't fit fine. They go back for school well with this premium way. The AMS don't support me for doing.
After implementing the wood certification standard for over a decade, this is the first time AMS Limited is introducing the Rainforest Alliance standard. Among several local organizations that followed the standard, this success makes AMS Limited one of the pioneers to obtain the Rainforest Alliance certification in Cameroon.
We are attending the mission because in 2010, when Theo Bruma came to Cameroon asking for Agro-Produce Management to be a local company to execute certification program, it was never easy. No farmer had heard of certification. We had to carry on sensitization and to prove we can move with them forward. From 2010 to now, our graph have been progressive. We are able to move with at least 10,000 farmers who were, first of all, in analog documentations within our office, and this year is the first year that all of them have been digitalized.
AMS Limited is a sustainable cocoa business company that accompanies cocoa farmers through certification, cocoa purchase, and export of cocoa beans. The company has paid over 3 billion francs CFA as bonuses to farmers over the last 10 years.
For over 20 years, Orange Cameroon has been the #1 supporter of Cameroon in music. A major reason the Grand Network provided joint forces with the French Institute of Cameroon to offer music lovers an unprecedented musical experience as they converged at the Boulevard de la Liberté here in Accra Douala to celebrate the 40th edition of the World Music Day. From Orange Cameroon's headquarters to the end of the boulevard, music fans vibrated to the rhythms of artists who came to share their passion. Meanwhile, internet users will also take advantage of free network to browse, as others also enjoyed the live stream of the event on Orange Cameroon's social network. On the sidelines of this celebration, Orange Cameroon, through the voice of its marketing and communication director, unveiled amazing opportunities that the brand has in store for young people through its program dubbed Pearl's Youth.
Nous le savons, nous célébrons la 40e fête internationale de la musique.
We are celebrating the 40th edition of the music festival, and on this occasion, we've decided to celebrate music together with our clients while launching our holiday campaign in favor of youths who have an effective link with the music festival. In addition, Orange Pulse is a universe created by Orange Cameroon in order to meet the aspirations of young Cameroonians. Thus, throughout this long vacation, various opportunities will be offered to young people to learn and develop their skills, some of which include the recruitment of hundreds of brand ambassadors who will benefit up to 10 GB of data and 10,000 francs of communication airtime to be offered each month for a period of 1 year. These ambassadors will also benefit a 30% discount of smartphones purchase, guaranteed professional internships and trainings, but not limited to free access to cinemas. We now talk with some brand ambassadors to hear their testimonies. Music truly has a great impact in my life because it's thanks to music that I am where I am today. And during this music festival, I see this as an opportunity for me because I'm one of those youths Orange Cameroon has assisted enormously, and Orange is always here for the youths. As a web content creator, this is what Tigdel has to tell. I'm encouraging the Cameroonian youth to seize this opportunity because Orange is the only brand in Cameroon which valorizes the youth. In everything they do, they always have a way of involving the youth, be it in terms of culture, sports and other activities. Away from that, they also offer mind-blowing benefits like free airtime, especially for some of us who are speech deficient in nature. And to take advantage of all these benefits, simply register for the Post Community Art #119*3# and join the community via NetArt https://post.orange.cm.
Orange.
I install you as the Vice Chancellor in charge of research and cooperation with the business world. I install you as the Deputy Vice Chancellor in charge of internal control and evaluation. Congratulations.
Officially installing the 2 Deputy Vice Chancellors and 2 Directors of some departments of the University of Buea, the Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Ngomu Horace Manga, has called on the newly appointees to reinforce the goals of the university while congratulating those leaving their positions for other duties. In an event which took place in Buea yesterday, family members, friends, colleagues and relatives were all present to congratulate the newly appointees as they were installed. The 2 Deputy Vice Chancellors in charge of research and cooperation with the business world and in charge of internal control and evaluation were given a hand of welcome by the Vice Chancellor. After going through their portfolios, they were presented to the population to effectively take their positions and start work. To see one of their sons, in the person of Associate Professor Kingsley Ngangelyunga, be appointed by the President of the Republic, Paul Biya, traditional rulers in Buea came out in their numbers to support him. As family members and friends exchanged flowers, hugs and handshakes, it should be noted that the decree appointing these personalities of the University of Buea was signed and published on June 17, 2022.
The northwest region of Cameroon has always been known as a land of peace, love and unity. However, within the last couple of years, the region has been affected with intertribal differences and the ongoing socio-political crisis. In a bid to revive this once happy spirit, the New Age Northwest Football Tournament and Cultural Jamboree has been organized in Douala, which will bring together sons and daughters of the Northwest region. One of the principal objectives of the tournament is to erase existing tribal differences, promote love, peace, and unity.
The importance of this New Age Northwest Tournament and the Cultural Jamboree, like I said earlier, is to bring joy to the heart of the people, is to bring peace to the heart of the people, is to see that the Northwest all together, all the 7 divisions could come together as one and erase, first of all, the tribal conflicts.
This initiative to bring Northwesterners together in a soccer fiesta and a cultural jamboree is to a kind of revitalize the spirit of optimism, that after rain comes sun, that on every dark cloud there is a silver lining, and that at the end of this initiative we do believe that the powers that be will see reason to put an end to this armed conflict.
The New Age Northwest Football Tournament equally aims at celebrating the rich cultural heritage of the Northwest region.
We want to see how we can come together as one people and project our culture, let it go beyond the world. And it has always, we talk about folklore in the Northwest, and we have so many other things from the Northwest that people can discover.
The tournament kicks off with an opening match at the Reunification Stadium Annex, Bepanda, Douala on Sunday, July 10, 2022, with the participation of all 7 divisions of the Northwest region.